far? Right, we test again. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Any do Playford in do Parahoos in black, Playford in purple. This game, our game was supposed to originally kick off at 5 o'clock. So that's why I was like, cool. So that was like, cool, I've got plenty of time, and then they moved it to 5:30. I was like, fuck. But I'd already made all the check, like, everything had already been done, so... Is it good?
So, did
what?
You see the final result?
No. I haven't seen any results.
Matt Taylor scored the first.
Yeah.
Then Olympic equalised just after half time. Mark Fiore conceded it. The ball was going out of play.
Yeah.
He was shepherding the ball, lost it for 1 second, and then swiped and conceded the penalty. So that was 2-1. And then Matt Taylor scored again for the header. And then in the 90th minute from a long throw, Mark Fiore scored a header. Not like a backwards looping header to win the game. Like ridiculous. It was so good. I also got credit to you. I think there's going to be playing because you didn't really touch the ball
That was the plan, mate. That was the plan. That's why I was playing at left back.
Yeah.
Is that how you like riding him? That's fine. They did.
Yeah.
I picked them to win. Knew they'd come back from last week. Alessio picked it as well because he said, what's his name? Can't handle. Fitch has his number. Is that Cinderella? Cinderella, Cinderella. is clear. You know, Crawford's old man's playing that for.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I saw them as old man, because I know he's seen his old man for years.
He's played 3 games.
I think he steals those back. The Oliveira. Didn't know where he was.
bench as well?
I can do that. Lucy!
I'm going to the dam. You're going to the dam. You're going to the dam.
We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins. The eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
Puts in the penalty and wins the grand final for Campbelltown City.
Because I'm looking at this. So give me the...
Number 15, Awanda Son. Number 17, Thomas. Number 18, Williams. Number 21, Sinopolis. Number 22, Canberra. Number 23, Collins. And their captain, number 99, Zalingas. On the bench is Aluchi Sakar, Ulaj, Hussein,
Good evening and welcome to this RAA NPLSA round 2 clash between Playford and Para Hills here at Ramsey Park. We're in for what should be a great Northern derby. Playford coming off a hard 2-1 loss to Croydon in round 1, and Para Hills coming into this game off a 3-3 draw with Bacala. I am your commentator for this evening's game, Mark Talbot, and I will be doing it solo today as we approach the teams about to enter the field. We'll quickly run through the team lineups for today's clash. Starting with the home team, Playford, number 1, Luke Ostby, number 3, Braden French, number 4, Sean Harvey, number 6, Isaac Mullen, number 7, Santiago Tabares, number 8, Sam Voigt, number 10, Daniel Ryan, number 11, Jackson Kurtz, number 16, Joel Mayan, number 19, Ben Willard, and number 22, Malad Ahmed. And on the bench for Playford this evening is number 14, Jackson Kurtz, number 17, Gila Ajak, number 18, Jeannie Akpo, 20, Ethan Allgate, 21, Braden Alderman, and number 24, Issa Sindahale. The starting lineup, Para Hills this evening, number 5, Gloria Amanda, number 7, Pedro Almeida, number 8, Vivian Kokomana, number 11, Ali Muradi, number 14, Luan Hassan, 17, Jason Thomas, number 18, Augustus Williams, 21, Alex Simopoulos, number 22, Kelvin Canberra, 23, Harrison Conant, and number 9, and captain, Yanni Galangas. And on the bench is Noah Aluchi Sukar, number 14, Mark Ulaj, number 9, Abu Bakari Hussain, number 10, Diego De Oliveira, number 12, Kesha Strathba, and 15, Insana Smith. As you see there, the players walking out to a guard of honour in today's game. As today's game is Seamus Marin Memorial Day, where they have past players from both Para Hills and Playford play a game before this one to raise money to Black Dog Institute. And as you see there, Playford playing in the very traditional Liquid City colours of white, red with the black sleeves. Para Hills in their away kit of all black with white socks. And this should be quite an exciting game today. Considering the results from the last week, I wouldn't say throwing away a 3-0 lead, but Bacala able to peg back a three-goal deficit with Tyson Conway scoring a hat-trick, and they want to make things right this week. And Playford on this special day will want to get their first 3 points of the season, especially at home. And what should be, like I said, a very exciting game. Our match officials today, we have Andrew Kite, and is ably assisted by Thomas Temby and Judah Tam. As we see the players just doing the pre-game handshakes. And it's great to see a lot of people out here today at Ramsey Park. A lot of the people have stayed from the past players game, and we'll stick around and watch what should be an exciting game.
Ramsey Park. Let's make the noise for yours today. Who's here to prevent Para Hills? And make some noise for the Playford Patriots. Let's shout out one more time. Let's make some noise for your Playford Patriots. Right, 2-1 to a coin toss. A reminder, folks, that we do lots of fans will just say,
captains
ice cream,
coming for
action, and the money raised goes to the great cause here. That is the Black Dog Institute.
Yes, as you may have heard there, they're just talking about the Black Dog Institute. how important a role it plays in mental health. We observe our moment of silence. For friends and family member here from a lot of people at Para Hills and Playford City. Seamus Marriott, we did lose him a few years ago, and I was able to play in the past players' games, so it was a great opportunity and great way to memorise and remember Seamus as the two teams get into their pre-game huddles. We're not far away from kick-off. This kick-off has been slightly delayed due to the pleasantries and dignitaries in the moment of silence. It does look like it will be Playford kicking from right of your screen. As the wind does pick up just a little bit, you might be able to hear it in the mics, but it's not too bad at the moment. Let's just hope it doesn't get any worse, and we should be all good for an enthralling game. As Andrew Kite just does his last checks. As we get underway here at Ramsey Park, Para Hills kicking left to right and looks to go long to start with. And they do find the ball again in the attacking third. Harrison Conant on the ball. Early shot, straight into the grateful arms there of Lou Gosway, who happily rolled that one out to Ben Woolard in the back lines. Throw in there for Playford. And Andrew Kite has found the free kick in there. Ben Woolard will take this. Goes into Kurtz, who wins the throw. Playford with the throw, goes long, cleared by Para Hills. Bit of an up and under there, and it's out for another throw in. Harvey on the far side. Inside to Playford, managed to get it in the box, but Dellinger's happy to see that out over the end line, over the byline there for a goal kick. Here's Almeida, looks to go long, looking for Simopoulos. Ball over the top, in behind, here's Williams, and fouls. Playford going long, foot race there on the far side, and Thomas happy to knock that out for a corner. As it does allow Playford to send their big men forward. Ben Woolard goes across to take this on the far side. And this will allow Woolard to in-swing this corner. Goes into the middle. Dellingus gets lost. And it goes out. And Andrew Crichton found a goal kick. Playford questioning how that has gone out for a goal kick. But Dellingus said, come out and didn't get anywhere near that. He's got to be careful. Hassan hooks it down the line. Here's Canberra on the ball, but he's found out by Playford, and Parra was happy just to knock that long. Harvey wins the first header there. He goes back in long. No one's able to really get their foot on the ball properly just yet. Here's Tabares with a great turn onto his left, cuts back onto his right. He's able to get wide, but I think that's going to sail long, and does so. Dellingus goes long. Commander with the flick. Commander, but seized on by Playford, in behind for Tabares to get hold of. And Dellingus is out and goes long. The battle there between Harvey, and Harvey loses out. Parra Hills pick it up in the middle, goes wide to Williams. Williams 1v1 with Allgate. Goes wide again. And there's Ahmed tracking all the way back. Allgate looks to go long, and it's cut out for a Playford throw. Augustus Williams on the ball. Here's Simopoulos, who scored an absolute worldie last week and scored two, but one of them, oh my days, what a goal that was. Hassan goes wide to Conant on the far side. Turns inside. Keeps the ball. Kirkumana. Looking for the foul and gets it. Cahill's looking in behind Allgate for Williams to run onto, and he keeps it in. Ahmed back to Kirkumana, and again finds the foul. This time in the attacking half for Parra Hills. I have to admit, I do prefer calling them Elizabeth City. It does make it easier when they play Parra Hills, so you're not trying to call two P sounding or two P teams. Here's Almeida with the free kick. Goes long into the box. Osby comes out and claims that one with relative ease and gets the ball moving quickly. Playford down the far side. And Daniel Ryan unable to keep that one in. Here's Connor. Another Playford throw, Parahills throw on the far side. Cleared by Parahills. Probably the wrong way. Augusta Swims gets ahead and finds Simopoulos. Simopoulos on the charge. Great tackle there from Samuel Voigt, but Simopoulos still comes away with it. Unfortunately, can only find Josh Harvey, who in turn finds a great pass out wide. Here's Daniel Ryan, cuts in, hits, and there it is, the first goal of the game. 1-0 to Playford. Dan Ryan there, finding space on the right-hand side. Josh Harvey with a beautiful ball over the top. You can't allow Daniel Ryan to have that much space, because he will punish you, and he does so in great fashion. Dellinghurst, unfortunately, left with no chance there. Playford takes an early lead. And Parahills gets us underway. Thomas at the back for Parahills, inside to Kirk Romano. Playford turn it over, but Parahills can win it back. Josh Harvey again at the back. He finds Daniel Ryan on the far side again. He looks long, but too long. And it goes out for a goal kick. Dellinghurst with the goal kick, and there is a change. I did say that Ethan Allgate was on the bench as going by the team sheet, but he actually has started in at left back. So there is a change there. I'm just trying to work out who's missed out. There's a heavy challenge there between Sean Harvey, Kirk Romano. Wouldn't expect anything less from either of those two players. Daniel Ryan with a great turn. He's played in. Jackson Kurtz on the far side, who in turn finds Braden French. He cuts it back. And then, there's a hit. And there it is, the follow-up. And that makes it 2-0. And who else but for Playford than Dan Ryan with his second in a matter of minutes.
And that is a Playford Patriots goal. Daniel Ryan with the brace.
Parahills do not know what has hit them. 2-0 down inside 10 minutes. And it's an uphill battle now for Parahills. Bit of a stop-start there to the start of the game again, and Parahills kick us off again. Thomas, he goes wide to Hassan at left back. He in turn goes long down the line looking for Amanda in behind. And he's offside. Osterby was not to know that, and he's come out a long way to claim that. I wouldn't expect anything less from Osterby, and I did work out that it is Charles Mayen that's not started for Playford. So I will need to check the team sheet. I just have to say the Playford certainly looking after myself here in the comms box today. So thank you very much to the club. They've really looked after us. As we've got Kirk Romana down at the moment, and physio coming on to carry out some treatment. It'd be a shame if he goes off for Para Hills. He's quite a key player for them in that holding role. We'll keep an eye on that and just see what happens there. Yes, it is Trollman that hasn't started, which means that Allgate has fitted in at left back. Ben Woolard is in at centre back alongside Harvey, and French is at right back. Ryan, Mullen and Voigt in the middle of the park for Playford. And up top you've got Kurtz, Tavares and Ahmed across the front three. Para Hills, they're setting up very similar in a 4-3-3 as well. You've got Hassan at left back, Thomas in the middle with Almeida and Muradi at right back. In the midfield you've got Kirk Romana, who does in fact sit in that holding space. You've got Kembura and Conant in there as well. And then you've got Amanda Simopoulos and Williams in the front for Para Hills. So we'll keep an eye on Kirk Romana and just see how he goes. Playford are warming up the players on the bench. Hassan with the throw, finds Amanda. Conant goes past one, goes past two. Goes wide to Amanda, who's drifted into an offside position, but my word, that was some great play from Harrison Conant there. He's certainly exciting, Harrison Conant, and he's going to be key for Para Hills this year if they are to stay in the NPL. His goals, his general attacking play and flair is going to be vitally important. Here's Allgate back inside to Mullen, who spreads it out wide there to Harvey, the captain. He's gone further wide to French. Playford just happy now just to keep the ball at the moment. There's no need to force anything at the moment. Woolard, he looks for the crossfield ball and finds Ryan on the far side. I do have to say I like these kits that they're playing in today, the red, white and black. Playford on the far side, little ball inside. Here's French with the cut back. And there it is, top of the box. And there's a third. Tavares makes it 3-0. Para Hills all at sea. And Playford have just made it even harder for Para Hills. What a start to this game. We're in 15 minutes in and we're at 3-0 for Playford. This is starting to look very, very dangerous for Para Hills. As I said, there's no need for Playford to be forcing the issue, and they're not. They're just playing the ball. They're just keeping it, and they're carving them up. And yes, that is the looks of it. Kirk Romana's day is done. So Para Hills are having to make a change early in this game, which is not going to help them. Having to make a sub already, and it does look like, I'd say it looks like Mark Ulaj is coming on. They've actually made two changes to the lineup already. They've made two, so they've taken off Luad Hassan at left back. He's made way for Ulaj. And the other change, I was only asking about this player the other day because he was captain fantastic for Para Hills last year, and along with Harrison Conant has got a lot of weight on his shoulders, I think, because I rate him very highly, and that is Santos de Oliveira, who's come on. And here he is on the ball. And Andrew Kite is called handball. So Para Hills, very early changes. One through injury, and I'd say the other one was very tactical. And here is Ulaj. He's done very well to win that ball back. He's surrounded by Playford players and they managed to break out. They looked to go long but cleared there by Woolard and then further by Allgate. De Oliveira picks it up. He goes short and then wide. And here is Muradi cutting inside. Again, De Oliveira. He's had a lot of touches of the ball already and he's only been on for 2 minutes. And that's what he'll bring to this side. I'm not sure if he was injured or missing during pre-season, but I'll tell you what, now that he's back in the lineup, he certainly changes the game for them. And here is a free kick for Para Hills. Let's see what De Oliveira does from here. He goes for goal. And Ostermeyer sees that all the way into his gloves. And takes that comfortably. He goes long. Muradi with the head, finds Williams. Williams under pressure from Allgate straight away. Para Hills managed to keep the ball. Canberra. Thomas goes long and Woolard comes through and intercepts. Sees it out. Their throw. Here's De Oliveira. Muradi goes long down the line for something for Williams to chase, but Woolard gets there first. De Oliveira again. Everywhere since he's come on. And wins the free kick. Can't state enough how important to this Para Hills team De Oliveira is. Him and Harrison Conant really are excitement machines for me. Here's Williams. Unfortunately can't bring that under a spell when it goes out for a throw to Playford. Thomas wins the ball. Canberra wide to Muradi, wins the throw. Down the line, looking for Amanda. He turns Woolard, but there's Harvey sweeping up behind him. De Oliveira keeps the ball very well under heavy pressure. Here's Almeida. He goes long, looking for Simopoulos in behind. And Harvey, yet again, sweeps up. Clears it to the far side for a throw-in. De Oliveira on the ball. Certainly looking to direct traffic for Para Hills. Thomas goes wide to Conant on the far side and is offside. Just not quite working for Para Hills at the moment. They do need to find a way back into this game. And the only way they can do that is by staying onside, but also playing themselves into the game, building their confidence slowly, because they'll be rattled at the moment. Conant there, blocking the pass out for a throw. So a lot of work for Para Hills. Long throw. Tavares does very well to keep it. It loses out eventually. Para Hills keeps the ball well. Here's Almeida at the back. And Para Hills will look to build. Heavy pressure from Tavares, who wins it and draws the foul. Para Hills there were under heavy pressure. They had the time, and then the press from Playford really caught them unawares. And I will say this, I think Tavares played for that. I thought he did very well to do it. I just watched it back on the replay and he threw his leg behind him very well. And it looks like Woolard has stepped up from the back to take this free kick with his left, in swinging again. Dangerous position here. And here it comes. Goes near post. Blocked by Para Hills. Playford win the throw. As French makes his way forward. Long throw, looking for Ryan. It goes over Ryan. Thomas clears. French wins it back. Here's Ryan. Can't find the space, and Para Hills come away with it. Long ball to Armando. He brings it under control. He goes wide to Williams. Williams 1v1 against Allgate. Muradi's made a great run outside of him, and he's found by Williams. Cross comes in. And Conant rises, but he can't rise high enough. And it flicks off his head for a throw in on the far side. Crossed by Woolard on the left side. He goes long, looking for Allgate. And it goes out for the throw. Muradi with the ball. Woolard with the clearance, and that's gone over the grandstand. And will require a new ball. Here's De Oliveira, loses out to Mullen. Malad Ahmed finds Kurtz and does very well to win the free kick. Harvey, the far side of the pitch, goes all the way back to Ostby. Voigt on the far side, gets across him but cut out there by Thomas and picked up by Ulage. He's goes down the line looking for Conant, who's able to turn Ryan. But Ryan does well, muscles his way back in and wins it back for Playford. And unfortunately they can't keep it in. Trickles over the line for a throw into Para Hills. Andrew Clark finds the free kick. And quick One World LED and Sportal scoreboard update for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. State League 1 today. Cove bounced back from their 8-2 loss last week to beat Cumberland 2-1. Fulham bounced back from their loss to Pontians and beat Cobblers 3-1. Salisbury United, they got a 3-2 win over Adelaide Olympic. As we see that shot from a long way out go wide. In State League 2, Adelaide Atletico drew with Port Pirates 1-1. Garn and Salisbury drew 2-2. Elizabeth Grove taken 3 points on their first game against Northern Demons, winning 2-0. So some big results there. And last night, it was a full 4 fixtures in the NPL last night. Adelaide Comets with a late winner over Adelaide United at their new home. When I say new home ground, it's been their home ground for quite some time, but they've never been able to play there due to lighting and fencing fixtures. Metro Stars beat Adelaide City 1-0. Croydon lost to Modbury Jets 2-1. And an entertaining 3-all draw between Bacalla and Campbelltown. Game's just getting a little bit scrappy at the moment. Neither team able to put their foot on it and play. Here's Kelvin Canberra. He goes wide to Williams. He looks down the line to Simopoulos. Keeps it in. And Allgate there clears. Canberra can't control that one. And Playford come away with it again. It's all a little bit scrappy, as I said. Kurtz goes down the line for Tabaris if he can keep that in, and he does very well. And battle there and foot race. Now Maida wins it. Here's Murati. Here goes line. Inside, and there's Harvey to clean up. And I said, unable to, the team able to just to settle on the ball at the moment. It's a bit scrappy. As we continue, our scores from Lark go short. Dellingus has to come out for that one. Last night's third line beat South Adelaide 2-0. West Adelaide beat Pontian Eagles 6-0. Modbury Vista 3-1 over Gawler in State League 2. And Adelaide Uni drew with Seaford Rangers. Here's Para Hills. On Monday, he's wide. Up against French. Goes back to Conant. Conant cuts inside on his right. Trying to find a bit of space. Turns outside, goes to Amanda wide again. He gets the ball in. Goes far post looking for Williams and cleared by Allgate. Only as far as Canberra. Goes wide. Williams. Looks to take on Allgate. Gets across him. Great ball in. There's Harvey yet again to clear. And Allgate helps the clearance out for a throw. And that game between Adelaide Uni and Seaford Rangers last night was played at Adelaide Uni grounds. They had new lighting, so they were able to host a night game for the first time at their home ground. There's Woolard. In battle with De Oliveira. And Andrew Kiders found a free kick. Just not quite sure which way it's going at this stage. And it's gone to Para Hills. Even the players were a little bit confused by that one. I couldn't work that one out either. And the last result, Western Strikers beat Mount Barker 4-1 last night, thanks to One World, LED and Sportal for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. Para Hills with a free kick in a dangerous position. As we have reached the 30-minute mark of this game. De Oliveira and Harris and Conant over the ball. Looks like De Oliveira to take. Goes short to Conant. Conant hits it left foot and it flashes across the face of goal all the way out the other side, and foot race with here's Para Hills back with the ball. Canberra dispossessed. Ahmed looks for a big switch and finds Ryan on this near side now. He looks to curl it, and Dellingus caught an awkward bounce right in front of him, and he's managed to dig that out for a corner. You cannot allow Ryan to shoot when he's got space. That's very dangerous, and he almost made them pay again. We've always had, just looking back at the last few years, the results of these games, we've always had goals. Woolard with the in-swinger, goes far post. Dellingus gets a touch this time and does well, goes out for a corner on the opposite side. It was the last time these two played was in State League 1, 2023. Para Hills won that game 2-1. 2 goals from Riley Stam and a goal from Townsend. And the return fixture, Playford, won 4-2. We stand on the score sheet for Para Hills that day. And funny enough, Ryan with 3 that day. And he's got 2 today. In swinger again, this time Thomas clears for Para Hills. Voigt picks it up. Little clip inside. And there's Mullen. And there's Lindsay's ball! Great little flick header there from Mullen. Dellingus left stranded by his defenders as the ball came back in. I think it was Woolard that got the assist, but Playford just piling on the pressure here for Para Hills. We are now 4-0 to Playford. In 33rd minute. This could get out of hand if if Para Hills aren't careful. That is for sure. Great turn there from Amanda. He finds Williams wide on the right. Williams 1v1 against Allgate. Tries to cut inside. There it is for Muradi, and he sends it in and it clipped the top of the crossbar. Great little effort there from Muradi, but that's better from Para Hills. Able to get inside the box and cause a little bit of trouble there for Playford. Osprey happy to play short. Harvey on the far side. He looks to go long down the line looking for Kurtz. He gets a flick to Tabares, and he gets it past Thomas, but Almeida, but Dellingus happy to take that one and look to restart an attack for Para Hills. Here's Mark Ulage, goes line to Conant, as well holds it up. Gets surrounded by Playford players. He's asking Andrew Cripe for a free kick, nothing given. Throw into Playford on the far side. As the crowd seems to have only gotten bigger. Great turnout down here at Ramsey Park for the Seamus Marion Memorial Day. Here's Harrison Conant, great little flick pass, but Voigt cleans up. Playing a little bit deeper than what I'm used to seeing him. Here's Kurtz. Can't find the through ball. Thomas clears. Conant finds Kambura. Managed to get the ball to Simopoulos in the middle of the field. He's got some space. He finds Williams on this near side on the right. 1v1 up against Ogate. Goes into Simopoulos, who hits it first time. Doesn't quite catch it, and Osprey happily stretches and takes that one. And then gets the ball rolling again for Playford. He goes long, but Ryan knew he was in an offside position and lets that go through. We'll start again with Dellingus. Almeida. Muradi. Back to Almeida. This is where Playford will start to pressure, as they do, and they win it through Woolard. Finds Ryan. Ryan with some space. He looks for Tabares. Tabares turns inside, but Thomas does very well. Stands him up and wins it. Great battle between those two so far today. In turn, he finds Ulage, but pressure again from French. Conant on the far side managed to find half a yard. He finds Kambura in some space. But Playford, again, win it back. Pops up. Here's Tabares. He looks to find Ryan and does so on that far side. He looks to cross and does. And there's Kurtz. Cleared off a line by Muradi. Only as far as Mullen. Mullen hits it with the outside. And can you believe it? Mullen with a second outside of the right boot. And Dellingus diving in despair. Sees that one hit the back of the net. And I said this could be dangerous for Para Hills, and it certainly is. Playford can do no wrong. Para Hills unfortunately at the moment can do no right.
5-0 at Ramsey Park, a Playford Patriots goal.
And Para Hills get us underway yet again. I tell you what though, after seeing this performance, Playford may want to look at wearing these red, white and black kits for the rest of the season. It's a good omen for them. Thomas gets a touch and Tavares makes that his against Ulaj. Finds a yard, finds Ryan on that far side. Ryan cuts it inside to Mullen, back to Ryan, but cut out there well from Ulaj, and Para Hills come away with Conant. He looks to find Amanda, but cut out by Harvey, who has been an absolute wall at the back for Playford today. Throw goes long, looking for Amanda on that far side. He's up against Harvey. And what a battle that's been, and Harvey's probably coming out on top most of the day so far and does so again. I'm just trying to work out if he's won the corner. It looks like he has. He's battling hard up there. And this does allow Para Hills to send the tall timber forward. However, they do have only 3 attacking players in the box. They have left 5 players at the back. Now they've slowly sent some more players forward, but when you need goals, having 5 players at the back ain't going to help you. Harrison Conant knocks in, goes to far post. There's Thomas, beaten to it by Playford. Not cleared all the way. Thomas wins it back. He looks to cross and does so, but to no one. And Voigt for Playford gets there first. He goes long, unable to find Tavares, but his work rate has won the ball back from Ulaj. That's a great battle there. Para Hills eventually goes long. They win it back, but Harvey at the back cleans up and plays it to Ostby. Ostby, who keeps it short, gets it back again and goes long this time. Finds Ryan on the far side. Gets a great flick to Tavares. Looking for support, gets Ryan. Tavares picks it back up. Here's Mullen. Tavares on the far side. He looks to cross far post to find Ahmed, who just drifted into an offside position. Para will try and get the game moving quickly, but it was offside. So they do need to take the free kick. We hit the 40th minute and approaching half time. I'm not sure what Para Hills coach can really say to his charges at half time. Is it a matter of trying to get something out of this game, or is it just going to be a matter of damage control? Here's De Oliveira. He looks to switch and does. Unfortunately, he finds his bench, not a player on the park. And Playford will take their time with this throw. Goes line, Tavares. Unable to bring that under control. And Ulaj will take the throw on the far side. De Oliveira, first one to offer and gets it, and wins the throw again. French wins to the head, and Thomas eventually puts his boot through it and it goes long. And Allgate wins that, and then Willard with a beautiful drive forward, and Ryan's picked that up and kept it in. Looks for his options, goes far post looking for Ahmed. Tavares rises, knocks it down. Here's Kurtz, cleared off the line by De Oliveira. Still unable to be cleared, and eventually Para Hills clear it. But another opportunity there for Playford. Tavares wins that one, but Andrew Kite allows play on. And if this is how good Playford look, now I tell you what, they've still got players to come back, and one in particular good friend of mine, Christos Pernendes. Here's Sam Voigt in the left wing. He looks to cut inside. Can't beat the first man. Keeps the ball. And pressure from Playford wins it back. Allgate keeps it, goes inside to Kurtz. Kurtz lines up and hits. Doesn't hit it right. Gets a second chance. Keeps the ball, does well, but De Oliveira eventually comes away with it. He finds Amanda. He looks to turn Willard, but Willard with a dangerous clearance into the crowd. As we do approach half-time, only a few more minutes, and then we'll be into time added. But I don't think there'll be too much. The only injury we had was Kuraklamana, who did go down and eventually, well, subsequently went off. And the only other stoppages we've had are 5 goals, so there will be some time added for those. As Playford have certainly made this day theirs at the present moment. De Oliveira goes wide. Muradi goes further line to Williams. Williams tries to go back inside to Muradi and finds Conant instead. And keeps the... Paris managed to keep the ball. De Oliveira does well. Turns beautifully to get himself out of some trouble. He goes inside and finds Simopoulos. He goes in turn wider to Ulaj on that far side, but the Playford defence has just been outstanding, and French gets there and clears it. And Voigt, he manages to find Tabares, and Tabares is by himself waiting for support. Goes back to Ryan, and Ryan in turn happy to slow it down, and he'll go further back to Harvey. Willard comes wide to Allgate. He goes inside to Ahmed. Great little 1-2 there. Now Allgate's away. He looks to dink it in far post and does so. Thomas with a very high boot. And Kites, I'm not quite sure what he's given here. He's going to go, looks like he's going to go see Thomas Temby on the far side. It was a very high boot from Thomas to clear it, but great ball in from Allgate. Looking for the Playford player. I'm not sure who it was at the back post. I would say it would have been Dan Ryan coming in at that far post, as he's been doing that all day, and he's given the penalty. No, it is not Dan Ryan that went down. And Thomas has received the yellow card for the high boot. I'm still just waiting to see as the trainer is out for the player that is down, and I'll let you know who that is as soon as I can work it out. And Mullen's got the ball in hand. 2 goals today already. And I'm going to give our podcast, a shout out for our team of the week. I tell you what, this Playford, we could just dump the whole Playford team in there for this week, that's for sure. I think Osprey's the only one we probably couldn't because he hasn't touched the ball. So it looks like Mullen will take this right before half time. Like I said, we are into time added now. And it was French that was the unfortunate person to get clipped in the head with the high boot. He's back on his feet, which is great to see. And Mullen is going to take this penalty to secure his hat-trick, a first half hat-trick. Sends the keeper the wrong way, puts it in the other side, and that makes it 6-0 Playford. And a hat-trick from Mullen. What a first half from Para Hills and from Playford, and it's not over yet. I'm not sure what the Para Hills coach can say to his charges at half-time. He's got a job on his hands now at this half-time interval that we will hit very shortly. As that makes it 6-0 to Playford. 3 for Mullen, 2 for Ryan, and 1 for Tabares. And we get underway again. Here's Simopoulos. Almeida. He looks to go long, but cut out by Playford yet again. Mullen finds Tabares. Great battle there between him and De Oliveira, who looks to be sitting further back. And Andrew Crichton called that back for the first foul on Mullen. And it looks now that the Oliver has gone to almost a sweeper role. He's playing in between Thomas and Almeida, the two centre-backs. Playford not that long, and it's out for a goal kick. We are in time out. We can't have too much time remaining in this first half. Almeida, who looks to go long and does so, looking for Muradi. Cleared by Woolard. Playford's been outstanding in the back, and that is half-time here at Ramsey Park. Playford take an astounding 6-0 lead into the half-time break. Para Hills have a lot of work to do in this second half. We are going to go to a break, and I will see you on the other side of this half-time interval for the second half here at Ramsey Park between Playford and Para Hills.
It's 6-0 leading into the second half here.
We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins. The eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
Who now? Soprolis has a shot. Oh, I think that's in. What a goal. There you go. And the first goal of the year. Puts in the penalty and wins the grand final for Campbelltown City.
On the back of the announcement of the celebration of football, Football SA will be investing $50,000 into a coach education fund. $35,000 will be invested into community coach education, which will see 19 courses at club venues and over 500 community coaches. Working closely with clubs to develop and upskill coaches will strengthen the grassroots community, which will obviously benefit the football community as a whole.
It can only be beneficial because most of the clubs, most of the coaches start off just as parents coaching their kids' teams, and they're learning on the job as much as the kids. So this would be perfect because not only would kids be getting coached, the coaches will be getting coached.
As a club, we struggle to attract good coaches, and having this sort of funding coming our way will actually allow us to sort of offer more boys and girls out there to actually coach at the club. Everything comes at a cost these days, and this award presented to our club here, again, will allow our average parents, supporters, players to the opportunity to come out and actually to take on coaching and to be part of it. They've got a passion about this sport and a passion about this club. They'll be able to come here now, get trained up and actually take on a team and just move forward with us here.
The remaining $15,000 will be invested into a joint initiative with Football SA, Adelaide United and PSV, where selected coaches and technical directors from South Australia will be given the professional development opportunity to go to PSV in October 2025.
Once you get the bug for the coaching, you love it, and you love seeing the kids improve, especially the connection to your club. You want to see the kids come through at your club, and it's just a win-win for everyone.
Coles Mini Roos is more than just football. It is a place to find our feet, learn new skills, and meet new friends. A place to start small and feel 10 feet tall. To have fun and laugh, to build confidence from the ground up. A place to belong. Football starts here. Find your place. Join our team.
We all play the same game. The pitch may change, but the stakes are the same. The ball we desire, the moves we admire. Because football is everyone's game. Play football.
Ghana United like home football.
It's always been our goal to move into State League.
Here it's a very family culture. There's a sense of oneness between the Resies, 18s, seniors. Everyone just feels like brothers.
You know, it's like how they say, you train the way you play, but actually when you rock up game days, we actually play like our heart is the last thing that's left, you know what I mean?
I'm loving it. Really good culture, really good environment. It's going great so far in the pre-season.
About culture, you know, we open the door, every culture comes to mix to us.
Ghana United will be a club that can play football, simple football, a good football, that we will be in the next couple of years moving to the NPL.
Very thrilled, very excited.
Expect to see some rainbow flicks. That's what makes us Ghana FC, man.
Coles Mini Roos is more than just football. It is a place to find our feet, learn new skills, and meet new friends. Football starts here. Find your place. Join our team.
Adelaide Atletico has been built on 6 pillars. It's about respect, about community, fairness, development, technology.
Atletico is become a family, a big family.
This club's got a lot of opportunity to grow. There's a lot of potential here with all the players and the boys, and it's just like a very good place to be at.
We want to be competitive. We want to drive and develop our culture. We've gone out and we've got a few experienced players. I mean, I've gone and got a very good goalkeeper. We've got a really talented Argentinian guy and a couple of older players.
We're a good quality of boys. All the boys are already in a few weeks, are getting really close.
We want to make sure that everybody that plays at this club feels that they're getting the benefit of our coaching group.
We literally do what we preach, which is let's just play.
the penalty and wins the grand final for Campbelltown City.
Test.
Welcoming back onto Ramsey Park, the Playford Jets.
We are back here at Ramsey Park for the second half of this clash between Para Hills and Playford. very curious to know what was said to Para Hills in that half-time interval. There's a lot of work for them to do this half. Doesn't look like they made any changes at half-time. Very early changes they made. Seem to be the only ones at this stage. And Playford have come out with the exact same lineup as well. Which means Allgate, Woolard, Harvey and French at the back for Playford. Voigt, Mullen and Ryan in the midfield. Kurtz, Tabaris and Ahmed up front. Para Hills will have Ulaj, Thomas, Almeida and Maradi at the back. De Oliveira in midfield. Holding role, Conant, Kambura. Samopoulos in the midfield. Amanda and Williams up front. So I will update you more as soon as I can work out if they have changed their formation or anything like that for Para Hills, because they do need to do something as they are 6-0 down. And Playford get us underway in this second half in the Seamus Memorial game day here at Playford. Harvey keeps the ball at the back and goes across to Woolard. Woolard wide, looking for Ahmed, and it's cut out, but they win it back. Good battle there between the two players, and Para Hills have got it with Kambura. He goes all the way back to De Oliveira, who in turn goes back to Delingus. Peace goes long, looking for Conant, but cleared up there by Harvey, only as far as Ulaj. Conant looks to turn outside, but is forced backwards by the hard work of Playford defence. And here's De Oliveira, who has started this half a little bit deeper. It seems to they might be sort of sitting in between the two centre-backs. Here's Kambura looking for Maradi on that far side, and Playford have won it back. Mullen, first half hat-trick for the holding midfielder. Here's Almeida up against Tabaris, and he's done very well when won the ball, but looks like Kurtz is down for Playford on the far side. Andrew Kite's called the trainer on. As Playford send a few of their players to warm up. And I did dive back into some stats. I found that in 2022, Playford and Para Hills played off in the league. Playford 2 goals that day, beat Para Hills 2-1. And Ryan on the short score sheet, and a young man by the name of Luca Trimboli also scoring. And then in the return fixture, Playford won that as well, 2-1, with Capone scoring one of them. Here's Para Hills on the ball, the far side. Won there by Ahmed. He's given it away. He's given away a free kick. Para Hills trying to get moving quickly. Cut back from Para Hills, but only as far as Ryan, who knocks it long for Playford. It's cleared well. Thomas goes all the way back to Delingus, who in turn goes very long. And Harvey wins the header, but Amanda does well, but Playford clear yet again. Thomas wins it, finds Ulaj. Ulaj on this near side, goes inside to Amanda, but cleared there by Mullen. And that's going to go out for a corner. I did manage to find out the first time these two teams met in the first division in the league was in 1977. It was round 7. It was Elizabeth City against Para Hills, and Elizabeth City won 3-2. So it's going back a number of years there, well before I was born. Well, actually, not far before I was born. In swinging corner, goes far post. It's gone out. Last off a Para Hills player and out for a goal kick.
Here's Melad Ahmed on the far side. Finds Mullen, Voigt inside. He goes wide. Finds Allgate. Ethan Allgate looking to go line, but Muradi claims that. And the ball was on the far side. And here, the biggest win for Playford was back in 1961, and that was an 8-1 win over the RAF Edinburgh. So we could see a new biggest win, but they have equalled their third biggest win, which was against Budapest and the Pirates back in 1971 and 2002 at 6-0. And Para Hills have unfortunately managed. Well, it's their at the moment score. It is their second worst result, biggest loss, which was 6-0 against Metro Stars in 2014. But their biggest loss was against Blue Eagles, a 9-1 win to Blue Eagles in 2002. Going back a few years, that's for sure. Here's Oulage, heavy touch, and won by French. Harvey cleans up and finds Ryan. In turn, goes further down the line, only as far as Thomas. Playford, Para Hills looking much better this half. Simopoulos, Conant turns, looks for his options and tries to find Williams inside, but Woolard does well to cut it out, and Harvey comes away with it and eventually sees it out for a throw in on the far side. But what a first half that was for Playford. 6 goals, a hat-trick for Mullen, a brace for Ryan, and a Tabares single at the moment. Conant unable to bring that under control. Woolard happy to put his foot through that, and that goes out for a throw-in. Throw-in on the far side. Muradi takes it in, goes to Amanda. Muradi goes inside to find Amanda again, but doesn't. Here's French for Playford. He goes into the channel looking for a run from Kurtz. Thomas cuts that out, keeps the ball. Oulage back to De Oliveira, who steps into the midfield. Comes out, finds Simopoulos. He loses out to French, who's happy just to hit that one down the line. And Delingus goes long, looking for Conant. Cut out by French. Here's Mullen. Does well, brings Harvey into play. Harvey keeps it, goes to Mullen. Mullen looking to go long to Ryan and finds him. Ryan cuts inside and Oulage wins it, but Para Hills come away with it with Conant on this near side. Neither side able to put their foot on the ball for too long at the moment. Here's Kambura. He goes wider to Muradi. Muradi cuts inside on his left and looks inside, cut out by Mullen. And he's happy to clear. Para Hills keep the ball. Here's Muradi on the far side. Goes inside to Kambura. Kambura further wide to Williams. He goes inside to Muradi. Muradi to Conant. Conant into Amanda. They've done very well here, Para Hills. He sprays it wide, but cut out by Ryan. Ryan looks for Tabares in behind. Goes long, but Delingus out very far and clears. Thomas helps him out there. French wins it and goes long all the way through to Delingus. And Para Hills able to put their foot on the ball for the minute. Very frantic start here in this second half. Neither side able to really gain control at the moment. There's a free kick. De Oliveira goes to Amanda. He brings it under. Looking for options. Finds Simopoulos. Simopoulos goes short to Muradi, who loses out to Ahmed. Ahmed finds Tabares. Tabares in turn finds Jackson Kurtz. Jackson Kurtz looking for Ryan on this near side, but cut out by Thomas. Here's Almeida. Wins a free kick from Mullen. looks to get the ball moving quickly, but can't. Eventually does. He goes to Thomas. Thomas in a left centre-back role in this half, with De Oliveira sort of sitting central in between the two. Woolard wins the ball, but only as far as Simopoulos. Here's Conant. Conant looks for Williams and finds him. Cuts inside on his left and hits it. And it's hit the post. And then Simopoulos has put it over the bar from 6 yards. When it's not your night, it is not your night. Playford get away with one there. Para Hills, unfortunately, cannot catch a trick at the moment. They'd beaten Osterby, couldn't beat the post, but it rebounded very nicely back into the middle of the goals for Simopoulos, who unfortunately put it over the bar. Like I said, Para Hills certainly started this half a lot brighter than they played in the first half. So the words from the coach have certainly had their impact. Allgate wins out. He finds Voigt. Voigt goes back to Ahmed. Woolard at the back for Playford. All the way back to Ospire. Ospire, Mullen in the right back role at the moment. Just covering a lot of ground. Ospire, little dink over the top. And Mullen happy to put his boot through it. Thomas for Para Hills finds Williams. Williams looking for Amanda in behind, but Woolard's there and clears. High ball. Tabaris gets front position. And here's Voigt. He goes back to Mullen. And Woolard is able to put his foot on the ball. Through the first 10 minutes of this second half. So Para Hills have held out longer than they did in the first so far. Here's Harvey, faced by Conant. Plays a 1-2 with Ryan, who then able to push the ball through, and De Oliveira's onto it. Tabaris is not far behind him though. Delingus goes long, looking for Amanda. He brings it down to Kambura. Kambura goes wide to Williams. Williams on the far side, 1v1 against Allgate. Cuts inside on his left and loses out to Mullen. Mullen just everywhere across that midfield at the present moment. And a throw in on the far side to Playford, and Allgate will take it. Playford won a free kick there, managed to keep the ball, get some passes, and then eventually the pressure from Playford forces a free kick. Here's Williams on the far side. He goes wider again, gets it back. He crosses, only as far as Harvey, who's happy to clear it. Again, Harvey positioning spot on, able to clear. He's been certainly a wall at the back for Playford tonight. As the lights come into full effect, a beautiful night here at Ramsey Park after what was an amazing day. It started very early for some with the 18s and reserves, and then the past players. Here's the ball, rebounds, and Harvey clears. With the past players of Para Hills and Playford playing in the Seamus Memorial game, with Para Hills coming away with the win in the end. Here's Williams, cuts inside, finds Amanda. He's able to turn. He's forced back though. Great defending there from French. Finds Ulage wide. Ulage cuts inside on his right. Not many options, but he does find Kambura, but he can't bring it under control. It looks like Ahmed comes away with it, and he does. He finds Kurtz. Kurtz in turn, loses out to Kambura. Some great work there from Kambura. Here's Mark Ulage. Finds Conant on the wrong side of the defenders. He's done very well. Turns Voigt and wins the free kick. Done very well there. And it does look like Para Hills have made a slight change to their formation. They've certainly pushed Muradi and Ulage higher, more into midfield, and they're playing more 3 at the back now. And De Oliveira is certainly sitting central in between Almeida, the 2 centre-backs of him and Almeida and Thomas. Amanda on the ball. He's about 30 yards out. He looks to reline this one up, and he does. He hits it, and he hits that one high and over the bar, and Osprey happy to see that one go over. We've got one more fixture in the NPL tomorrow, as Playford are going to their bench for the first time this evening. And it looks like Jackson Kurtz is making way. He's had a great evening tonight, Jackson Kurtz. As soon as I can find out who has come on for him, I'll let you know. It looks like Xavier Pratt has come on in place for Jackson Kurtz. As Mullen wins the head there. The Oliveira all the way back to Dellingus. Here's Tavares, wins it high. Here's Ahmed, leaves it for Mullen. Back to Ahmed. He goes to Voigt. Voigt wide to Ryan. Ryan has a shot and does snatch at it a little bit and cuts across it. It goes high and wide of Dellingus' goal. As I was saying, there is one more game in the NPL for this weekend, and that should be an absolute beauty of a game. Here's Ryan, goes inside to Mullen. Mullen back to Ryan. Ryan crosses, dealt with there by Muradi, and eventually cleared. Here's Kambura. He finds Conant. Conant does well to beat Harvey. Amanda drifted offside. Kambura then comes wide to Ulaj in support. Faced. Cuts in and crosses on his right and cleared by Woolard. Only as far as Kambura. Kambura goes wide again, but cut out this time by Ahmed. Ahmed finds looking for Tavares, who does not give up. Here's Conant for Para Hills. He's crowded out. Voigt comes away with it. Finds Milad Ahmed. But Conant springs on the loose ball and wins the free kick. 25 yards out, and that's a booking for Harvey. As I was saying, the game tomorrow, FK Beograd versus Croatia Raiders, the derby at One Solution Park. If you've got nothing on tomorrow, get there. Get there, watch a great game, eat some great food. You won't want to miss it, that's for sure. Harrison Conant lining this free kick up. He hits it, goes near post and over the wall and over the bar. But a much better second half from Para Hills. Coach will be wondering where this performance was in the first half, because they certainly got taken to the cleaners in that first half. 6-0 at half time. Here's Woolard, he goes long, looking for Mullen. And it goes out on the far side. Throw in to Muradi. He goes line, looking for Amanda, finds him. And high boot, Allgate wins the free kick. Not as much excitement in this half as the first half due to all the goals. Para Hills have certainly come into the game a lot more. French wins the header, looking for Ryan. Thomas gets there first. Woolard puts his head through it, finds Melad Ahmed on that far side. He's able to keep the ball. Woolard inside to Pratt. Pratt turns himself out of trouble, back into trouble, and then eventually deals with it very well. And then Harvey looks to find me in the commentary box. Rilage with the throw right in front of us here. Goes to Thomas. Thomas looking for Amanda, cut out by Harvey. Voigt helps him clean up, and Woolard goes long, looking for Mullen. Amanda does very well to keep the ball, and he finds Timopoulos. He in turn goes wide to Ulaj. Ulaj cuts it back inside to Conant. Conant with half a space. Finds Amanda. He goes wide of Williams. Williams tries to go line. Looks for the cross. Cut out. And also it's come out off of Williams for a goal kick. And surprisingly, this fixture, a standalone fixture on a Saturday in the RAA NPLSA. We had 4 fixtures last night, 1 more tomorrow. Saturday football almost seems a thing of the past these days. Osby goes long looking for Allgate, who wins the flick, releases Ahmed on that far side. Ahmed looks up, happy to keep the ball. Comes inside, finds Pratt. Pratt's able to turn, finds Harvey. Here's Woolard. Allgate. Allgate managed to get free and wins the free kick. Very well done there from the young lad. And it looks like that's going to be a yellow card as well. And that's Muradi receiving his yellow, and the second one for Para Hills. As Playford do send their tall timber, still looking for goals as they should. It looks like Ryan's over this one on the far side. Signal goes up, he goes near post. Great touch, and that's from Tabaris, and it's in. Absolute routine training ground free kick there. Ryan pings that in towards that near post, in behind the front defender. Tabaris sneaks in, gets a foot to it, and flicks it over Dellingus, who is left stranded and unable to do anything for that one. And that makes it 7-0 here at Playford. And that's the 67th minute there. So Para Hills held out longer in this half than they did in the first half, but it just adds more woe to Para Hills. They get us underway again. And that's the 8th time for this game so far. Simopoulos finds Canberra. Simopoulos again. He comes wide, looking for Ulaj and finds him. Ulaj does well and beats Ryan. Cuts in behind French and looks to cross. No, he cuts back on his right. He's run out of options. He's back on his left. Conant's with him in support. He eventually whips one in. And Osby takes that in his safe hands. I think that's the first catch he's had to take this half. He goes wide. Here's Ahmed. All the way back to Woolard. Woolard happy to keep the ball. Comes across to Harvey. Harvey in turn. Out to French on this near side. French inside to Tabaris. Tabaris able to turn. Here's Ryan with 2 goals and an assist this evening. Trying to find Allgate wins the ball back for Playford, but Andrew Kite says that's a free kick. Free kick right in front of us. They go back. Heavy touch there from Almeida, but he keeps it. Here's Canberra. Thomas. He goes back to the Oliveira. Here's Canberra again, looking in behind for Muradi. Finds him. Muradi cuts it back. Doesn't beat the first man, and Woolard sends it out for a corner. Hills go short with their corner. Here's Conant. Goes back to Simopoulos. He swings it in. Cleared by Mullen. Canberra goes to Timopoulos on the far side. beats Malad Ahmed. He looks to dink it in behind, but Allgate's there to clear and does so. And sends that out over the far side. Thomas for Para Hills. Does well, keeps the ball. Here's Almeida on the far side, looking for options. Finds Conant's run, but cut out by Woolard. Woolard's just happy to send that forward. Here's De Oliveira on the ball again, bursting through midfield, but he's eventually lost out. Comes wide, this side to Ryan. Ryan's going to do well to keep that in, and does. He's faced by Ulaj. He looks in behind Thomas. Doesn't quite get there, and Thomas is able to eventually finds Simopoulos to clear. Only as far as Harvey. Harvey knocks it back in. Here's Canberra. Mullen hustling away, but Williams comes away with it on the far side. He looks to beat Allgate in a foot race, and does so. Cuts it across. Too far for Amanda. He's on the chase now to keep this ball in play, and does so on this near side. Ulaj in support, finds him. Ulaj looks to cross and does. And easily take there for Osby, who narrowed his angles brilliantly and releases early and finds Ryan. Ryan goes line looking for Tabares. Tabares does well, keeps it in. Good battle there between Tabares and De Oliveira, and De Oliveira comes away with it in the end. Finds Timopoulos in the midfield. And in turn he looks for Williams, but cut out by Allgate, gives it away. Playford back on the ball. Mullen. Pratt. Mullen. Happy to keep the ball. There's no need to force it for Playford. They are 7-0 up. Yes, that's 7-0. 6-0 at half-time. The words said by the coach of Para, who certainly have made a difference in this second half. So this result now does go out to the second all-time biggest loss for Para Hills. And we've got changes afoot for Para Hills. With Simopoulos making way. Looks like Harrison Conant is going to also make way. And the third player to make way, I'll work that one out in a second, but on in their place is Kester Strezda has come on. Abubakar Hussain. And Lansana Smith has come on. And I'd say that means Williams is probably the other player that has made way. Tabares goes line, Ryan inside to French, who loses out. Nulaj comes away with it, but he's under immense pressure from Mullen. Mullen does well and gives away the free kick. So that is all the changes that Para Hills can make. Here's Canberra. He looks to spread the ball wide to Smith out on that far side. His first touch inside to Amanda isn't the best one, and Playford come away with it. Here's Ahmed. All the way back to Harvey. Here's Pratt. Here's Ryan on the ball, goes line to Tabares. He then in turn cuts it to Voigt. Voigt with the touch inside, hits it, and that's a great save from Delenges to keep it at 7.
That great play there from Playford, opening up Para Hills. Voigt making the run from deep. And Dellingus. Apologies if you can hear the bad language in the background. We are right in front of some of the players that played today in the past players game. As Woolard takes this and looks in swinger and does, goes near post and goes out of play. It looks like Playford are going to their bench. And make a change. Two changes at this time. And it looks like Voigt is making way, who's had an outstanding game in the middle of the park for Playford. And I think the other one, who I think has been brilliant today, his work rate has been absolutely outstanding. That's Tabaris. He got his goal for it as well, but brilliant today. And on comes number 17, Jela Ajak, going up front for Tabaris. Muradi looks to Smith, and there again Harvey cuts that out, and the other player that's come on for Playford is Jeannie Akpo, who come straight into the midfield. So straight swaps there from Ben Moore. Here's Woolard, he goes long. Ajak, great little touch there. Gets the ball back, does very well, beats the first two, but unable to beat the Oliveira. He looks in behind for Hussein, who finds him inside the box, onto his right, back onto his left. Harvey, with some great defending, has forced him very wide. Goes back. The Oliveira looks outside the boot, trying to catch Osprey out. A very cheeky effort, but Osprey sees it coming, takes that, and does keep it in play. As we do approach the 80th minute mark, not long to go now. Here's Mullen, finding the ball in the back lines. He's been absolutely everywhere tonight. Here's Woolard. Goes wide to Allgate. Allgate looks to go long and does. Looks for Ryan. Misses Ryan. Ajak picks it up. Looks to turn Thomas. He finds it. Melad Ahmed. And Ahmed hits it straight at Dellingus. A great save there from Dellingus. Melad Ahmed still has it, but now finally cleared by Almeida. He finds Hussein on this near side. He looks to go. It does. And eventually loses ace. Routed out by three Playford players. And unfortunately, Harvey unable to find Ahmed. But Dellingus doing everything he can to keep his team in this game. Here's Dellingus. He goes long, looking for Amanda. Woolard wins the header. Pratt wins the second ball. Eventually he comes back to Harvey. And Mr. Cool come and collected, keeps the ball. Here's Mullen, been outstanding in midfield for Playford this evening. Osprey goes long, looking for Ajak. Great little touch to Ahmed White. Ahmed then able to play him in behind. Up against the Oliveira. Does well, finds Mullen. Mullen in turn, he goes wider to Pratt. Pratt goes wider again. That looked like Akpo on that far side and eventually loses out and loses the throw.
eventually put their foot through it and cleared, but only as far as Harvey. Harvey finds Mullen. Mullen dispossessed by Ulaj. Ulaj comes away with it on this left wing, this near side. He looks to find Smith inside behind. He does. Smith wide. Faced by Harvey, cuts it back. Here's Hussein. Unable to get his shot away. Here's Smith. He then tries to bend it far post, but he's in an offside position when he collected that ball. Goes out the far side. As we get into the last 10 minutes of this northern derby between Playford and Para Hills, with Playford currently 7-0 up, 6-0 at half time. Wasn't the best half for Para Hills, going down 6-0 at half time, but this half's certainly been better from Para Hills. Here's Muradi on the far side. He goes to Canberra, who crosses. Harvey is there to clear and does so. Ulaj picks it up. Back heel to Amanda. He's looking for space. He finds Hussein. Hussein cuts in and hits. Blocked. And an awkward bounce for Osprey, and he's unable to prevent that from going out for a corner. Just couldn't get his hands on that one at all. Took an awkward deflection. The spin and the bounce really didn't help him at all. Para Hills will have a corner. And it looks like Strezda will take it from the far side. An outswinger. Goes short to Canberra. He then crosses. Cleared by Allgate. Ulaj hits it but blocked. And cleared again by Harvey. Again, seems to be a common occurrence, and French is then able to finally put his foot through that and go out for a throw. Here's Hussein on this near side. He's going to take the throw. And does. He finds Ulaj. Ulaj in turn, Thomas. Playford win it back. Here's Mullen. Pratt. All the way back to Harvey. Harvey takes his time, finds Mullen. Good pressure from Hussein there. He looks to beat Mullen, but doesn't. Mullen, and the rest found a free kick there. It's a free kick in a dangerous position. If Para Hills can make something of it. 8 minutes plus time added to go. Ulaj on the ball. Ulaj swings it, in swinger. Great ball in. And it goes through all the way through to Smith, who unfortunately is unable to turn his chance goal bound. And Osprey will certainly take his time with this goal kick. So we've still got an amazing crowd here at Ramsey Park to witness this historic win for Playford. Ball goes wide on the far side. And Muradi happy to see that out for a throw-in. Goes long looking for Ajak. He keeps it in, does well, and then eventually loses out to Muradi for a throw-in. Here's Ajak. Can't break through. And Smith on the far side. Para Hills have the ball. Playford win it back. They find Ryan in space. Ryan goes towards goal, goes wide to Malan Ahmed, who waits for the run, then shoots. Oh, he's almost caught. Delingus out there. Delingus was expecting the cross. Ahmed has the shot, and Delingus does enough to keep it out. And it goes long, looking for Hussein. No, Amanda, sorry. And there's Harvey wins the header. Hussein keeps it in, does well. He's face up against Franks. He goes inside but gives it away to Mullen. Mullen does well and wins the free kick. And this Playford team has been absolutely outstanding this evening. I feel for the people that have to pick a 3-2-1. Woolard goes long, looking for Allgate in behind. It's cleared, but only dangerously inside. Here's Ryan. Dances past two, shoots! And Dellingus is down and saves that one. And then goes long, looking for Lensarmer Smith on the far side. He's up against Woolard, and Woolard wins out. So we're moving to the last few minutes of regular time as Playford are going to their bench for the last time this evening. It looks like Melad Ahmed, who's been very productive on the wings tonight, is making way. As soon as I find out the number of the pilots come on, I will tell you who it is, but I'd say it is. It's Sindahale, number 24. Parahoos with a throw on the far side. And Smith beats the first man, cuts it back, and it goes all the way through. And here is Sindahale. Breaks away, uses his blistering speed, goes inside to Ryan. Ryan in turn tries to find him on the wing again and can't. Parahoos go long, looking for Smith. He's got on the wrong side of Harvey, but Harvey's managed to get himself back into position. Smith crosses. And it goes all the way through. Here's Canberra. Shrestha wraps his boot around it, but cannot keep it down, and it goes over the bar for a goal kick. Spy happy to play short. He does so. Finds Allgate on that far side. He in turn goes long, but it's cut out. Parahoos win the ball back. Only as far as Mullen. Mullen, beautiful touch, brings it under control and looks for Akpol on that far side and finds him. Looks to go outside. Crosses. Hashak almost gets there, and Dellingus eventually takes that one. Here's De Oliveira. He comes wide to Thomas. Thomas goes to Ulaj. Back to Thomas. He's got to do some work to keep that in. He does so, but loses out. Eventually, Hussein gets the ball back. And Thomas finds a great ball through to Ulaj. His ball can't find anyone else, and Pratt comes away with it. Turns himself well out of trouble there. Finds Akpol on the far side. And Akpol manages to win the foul from Amanda. It's looked like a striker's challenge. And Playford will certainly take their time with this one. We do approach the 90th minute mark, and there'll be some time added. Not too much. We've had very few stops in play, and only the one goal this half so far. Here's Akpol on the far side. He looks to go on the outside. The ball stays in. Who's come away with it? Amanda. On the far side, goes inside to Strezda. Good 1-2 there between the two players. They look forward, trying to find Smith or Hussein, but Harvey there yet again to clean up. Looking long, and Dellingus comes out, clears, only as far as Allgate. Allgate gives away to Ulaj. Ulaj finds Hussein. Here's Ulaj with some space on his left. Looks to cut it in and does so. And there it is. Parahoos have got their goal back. And that makes it 7-1. And Hussein, coming off the bench, finishes that one, and I can see Osprey, he is not a happy goalkeeper. He wanted to keep his clean sheet, that's for sure. He'd be very disappointed that he hasn't kept it, and I do feel for him. There was a bit of a hopeful ball in from Ulaj, just trying to find Hussein, who drifted into that far post, and that far out, he made no mistake and buried it into the back of the net. As we move into 89th minute. Pratt looking long for Sindahale, who slipped, but ball goes out on this near side for a throw-in. Thomas with the throw. And we will be moving into time added shortly. Here's Ulash with a great ball in. It was a bit of a hopeful ball, hoping that someone had drifted into that back post, but it was still dangerous. And managed to beat the defenders and put it in that real danger spot between the defenders and the goalkeeper. Here's Sindahale, he does well, looks inside and can't find Ryan. But Playford win the ball back again. Here's Sindahale, he's looking to go on the outside. Beats De Oliveira. Can he beat Thomas? No. Thomas keeps it in. Finds De Oliveira. Hussein. He's going to have to do something to get himself out of trouble, and does so. But Playford not giving up at all, and eventually gives away the free kick. And Hussein done very well there to win that free kick, get his team out of trouble. Here's Stresta inside to Colton Kambura. He goes wide looking for Stresta on that far side, who crosses it. It's just behind Lansana Smith. Sorry, that was Muradi with the great ball in. And French goes long looking for Ajak and finds him. As well, he fends off De Oliveira, but De Oliveira doesn't give up, wins it back. Here's Ulaj for Para Hills. Hussein cuts inside, eventually manages to keep the ball, but Ajak doesn't give it up. Here's De Oliveira looking for options, looks for Smith. Smith will turn around the corner. Here's Ulaj, cuts inside, looks for the far post. Cut out by Hussein, finds Stresta. Stresta hits! Oh, and he's hit the bar. He has rattled the bar there with a great effort. Para Hills will be wondering where this type of play was at the start of the game when they needed it. But there are signs for Para Hills. It's not all dead and buried by any stretch of the imagination. The second half has been testament to that. Certainly take some positives out of this second half for next week. Here's Ryan. Tries to find Sindahale in behind. And Thomas has cut it out, and Andrew Kite's given a pass back as Dellingus took the ball. Andrew Kite has deemed that to be a pass back, and now Playford, in time added, will have a chance to score the 8th. It will be an indirect free kick from inside the box. Let's see what Playford can do. See if they can make it 8. Dellingus will be certainly feeling hard done by as Thomas slid in to stop to cut out the pass, and Andrew Kite deemed that to be enough of a back pass. As we see here, it will certainly be an indirect free kick, 2-touch. Dellingus is setting up what looks to be a 5-man ball. But I will confirm, no, certainly added a few more. 6-man wall. 7-man wall. And there is also a player on the line. 2-touch, here it is. Looks like Ryan's going to take it, and he does. And he picks his spot, and he finishes with a bomb. And that's his hat-trick, and the 8th goal for Playford to make it 8-1. What a day for Playford. 2 hat-tricks tonight. 1 for Ryan, 1 for Mullen.
Giving us the celebration again, Daniel Ryan.
And what a performance this has been from Playford this evening. And this Seamus Marin Memorial Day to help supporting the Black Dog Institute for Men's Health. can't be too much time left. And Hussein has a shot from the kickoff. And Andrew Kite calls time on this memorable night for Playford City, winning 8-1 for Seamus Marion Memorial Day with two hat-tricks, one from Ryan, one from Mullen, a goal from Tavares. And not a good night for Para Hills at all. They're going to have to rebuild, regroup. They're going to have an interesting week on the track. There's some work there for Para Hills to be done. There are some positives from that second half that they can take. But that is all from myself, Mark Talbot. Thanks for joining me on this night. We will see you. Tune in tomorrow for the FKB Great Croatia Raiders game. Good night.
Legends match up early on. Of course, this historic victory, 8-1. Patriots win. Thanks, everyone, being at